Hello everyone, Fenris here, and today we'll be talking about Darktide. Yes, Darktide is one of my favorite Warhammer 40,000 games, and I will tell you why, because I think I found a golden solution to playing this game that is not as popular as I thought it is. So let's get deeper into Darktide in today's video.
Wow! It's Eyeless has wanted still alive!
So if you don't know, Darktide is a shooter game, a bit of extraction game, made by Fact Studio, the studio that made also Vermintide 2 and 1, of course. Very good games in Warhammer Fantasy universe, when you have a team of 4 players that go on a journey, on an adventure, kill Skaven and so on and so on. In Darktide it's similar, but it's Warhammer 40k. And the game had a very mixed reception when it was released. It had a lot of problems in its identity, mechanics and so on. But over time many of those things were fixed, less flaws, optimization and so on and so on. But what is a problem with Darktide to this day is that the game really lacks any end goal, meta progression, ways to get a currency, and so many small problems that games that are similar, or the games made by the same studio like Vermintide 2 or Space Marine 2, already fixed that. But for the last months I was able to play Darktide a lot, and my around 80 hours for the last 2 years changed into 240 hours almost because I changed how I play this game and I want to share it. And the solution is really quite simple. Darktide has a system that's called Penances. Penances is a system that is working like in-game achievements, meaning that when you play the game for doing specific things, you are receiving achievements. And those achievements contribute into the points of penances, and then on a special board in the penances panel, you're getting rewards. We'll get back to those rewards, but more important is how the penances work on themselves and why I cherish them so much. Overall, when playing normally Darktide, you will get boring very fast. You have your character, you have your weapons, you have your curios, things that you can level up using different systems. You have some cosmetics, but we'll get back to them. You have the talents, which is the most important, so the build variety, how you play and so on. But all of those things, as I said, are okay, they are enough for playing, but normal players will drop after leveling up to max level, and that's it. And that's how I was doing for a long time. And let's get back to the penances again, because the penances was the thing that I solely decided to focus on while playing Darktide since the last update that added Expedition. It was Beyond the Hive update, and I started focusing on the penances. Normally when playing Darktide, you're getting a lot of penances by just playing. For example, as a veteran, I'm getting them for finishing missions. Yes, for doing different mission types, for shooting specific amount of times, and so on and so on. But there are penances that are more interesting. For example, making that you need to kill tagged enemies. There's an ability that tags enemies, so you always need to remember to tag them. You have things like using a smoke grenade for a specific amount of times. One of the most hardest, boring, and also most grindy penances, like Adept Assassin, are the killing 250 specialists or elites with critical weak points while this weak point specialist is active, so ability from your talent. I grinded it for like 20 missions, which is crazy, but again, it's something that you need to change your playstyle. You have things like you need to use a specific passive, and so on and so on. You're getting the gist. So at the first glance, it's like, oh my, it will be so grindy to play it. I don't want to do it because it's on every class. It's specific missions, it's specific game modes, it's specific weapons. But I think this is the moment when actually the fun part started for me in Darktide. Because I have several different builds thanks to it. I'm using different weapons. I have different talents. And those talent trees, how you create your character, really makes a difference. Because you're playing differently. So you're giving yourself a goal in Darktide, making that you play differently. And by fulfilling the penances, which can be very rewarding. It's very satisfying to do, especially the hard penances. Those that are very specific, like 20 consecutive headshots in a row and so on, are really, really, really satisfying. But the penances system also have some rewards. Yes, some specific penances give you cosmetics, give you titles, frames, and so on, but whole system on itself also is having the rewards. Yes, so we have this board at the bottom that gives us specific rewards by just fulfilling the thing. I really grinded to get this amount of penances. 5,555 penances took me really a lot of time, and there's still some penances that I'll need to get. Some penances for some characters are really hard to get. Like for example, there's one that Zealot one that I tried so many times that you need to kill 40 enemies stunned by your grenades, and I wasn't able to achieve it. I tried like 20 missions or more, and I just said no, just let's not do it. Yeah, I was sick of it. But there are some penances that are really easy to do, especially for Arbitrator, and the Hives comes to the new classes, and they are really easy to do. Some of them I still need to do because I need to grind them, but like for example, Arbitrator, really easy, really cool, and actually forces you to play a bit different in the game. So yeah, this can be like something silly for you may think, but actually when you start focusing on the penances in the Warhammer 40,000 Darktide, the game becomes better. Are rewards worth it, you will ask, for the penances? My answer is no. Most of the rewards of the penances are really, I would not say bad, but like mid. You don't care about them. Some of the new looks are really bad. Some of the helmets look cool, but some of them are just bad and meaningless. It's not like in Space Marine 2 when each piece of cosmetics and gear really looks stunning, and when playing with other people you look on them as like, cool, you look so damn good, bro. But no, Darktide sadly doesn't have a robust system of cosmetics. You can only change the pieces like on your head, upper body, lower body accessory, but you cannot change the colors. Of course, there are some specific pieces that have colors that look the same model, but the color is different. But besides that, there is really not that much. So besides the satisfaction, the penances give nothing more for the Darktide. But if you are looking for a way to play this game, to make it a bit different, and you want to just prolong the fun that you have from the game, penances is something that did it for me, and did it way better than Expedition Mode or Havoc that are supposedly to be end game pinnacle content in the game. I think penances are just more fun to play with. And yeah, besides that, I really like Darktide. I think that Darktide is a fantastic game, but the problem is that right now you need to find the fun in it. And in a way, developers made this system of fun inside, which is the penances system, as I said, but it's not giving the rewards that I think they expected. The thrill of fulfilling the achievements, getting new points, the rewards that you may not care about, or just fulfilling the penances, is actually the most fun thing for me in the Darktide. So there are like embedded achievements, as I said, and this is the way that I found fun in the Darktide. And I'm really curious to hear what you think about that, if you're playing Darktide still, because we are getting new classes. At the moment of recording this video, there will be a Skulls event next week, and we will be probably having a new class that all the rumors are saying that will be Adeptus Mechanicus class, which really makes me excited. And I'm really curious again to hear what do you think about Darktide. Do you still playing Darktide, and how do you play it? Do you focus on penances or maybe other game modes that I would like to talk about in a different video? So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I was Venus. Remember that you can always subscribe to this channel, support SFO mod team via Patreon or other ways of donations, and of course leaving your comment about this topic of Darktide and how to find fun in it. I was Venris, and I'm out, and Emperor be praised.